Hi guys, back again. Just been fed and watered, back from town. Now to finish off these. I got no change because I had the right money for what I wanted. So I've got 2, 4, 6, £8 coins to finish off, which we will do. Let's hope we don't incur my wrath. Oh no, that's sort of where that should be. You can at least see the DP as well. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, that is, I suppose. And there's those bit. If you remember, if you've watched the video prior to this, I'm sorry, that's what you should see on the £2016 coin that I showed you. This, and it showed none of that. And I can't do anything because, like I say, I took those 2 coins up town today and spent them. So I can't have all these coins floating around. I've got all these ones to put in the bank, all these round coins. I would like to have sold them on eBay, but for the amount of aggravation I was getting, it doesn't worth. It's just not worth it. Not worth it. You might as well give them away. People mucking about. So yeah, this is wrong. That's wrong. Both of those should be bigger. That should be double the size, and that should be one of those on top of that. I don't know what the year is. I'm doing these all out of. They're just spread, so you're going to get them as they come. So I don't know the year, as you don't. Well, unless you can guess from that. Well, let's have a look. Yes, you can. I just saw it. That's 2018. Yeah, there you go. Look. That's perfect. That's beautiful. That's exactly how it should be. Like that. One of the criteria of the Royal Mint's fake resources. I've got a sneaking suspicion that I don't know. I suppose that is about right. I'm trying to remember myself now. I should have that picture clear in my head. But that's definitely the right size. If not bigger. Can't see anything wrong with the rose. Although now we do know that things around this edge happen. So it's always worth keeping a note, especially if you start doing it yourself. Because I'm sort of at the end of my tether with all this. So yeah, there's not much else that's wrong with that. See that 20? I don't know why that's doing that. My finger doesn't move at the speed of light. Yet something certainly does. So, without ado, 2018. Let's have a look. Yep. There you go. Mind you, that was still done through the magnifier. Oh, look what we have here. Let me just take the light off of that. Yes, that is there. So the trunk of the neck should be high. Should be away from the coin. There you go, double rim. Oh, now that rim, I remember that. Was that on that 2016 coin? I think it was. And wasn't I going on about that? That would have been the B&E would have been a washout had it not been for that, and that it would. No, it wasn't the pound coins. It must have been yesterday on the probably. Was it? It must have been one of the 10p pieces. Yeah, because no, it wouldn't have been this. It wouldn't have been this pound coin. No way. That's interesting. Yeah, go back and have a look at that. Still a slight double rim. There we are, we're close with the Elizabeth, and it starts expanding away. It doesn't go too far, which I suppose it can't do really. It can't go too far because it'll be into the outer edge. Yeah, this is higher. This is higher still than that. You can tell straight away. Look, go from there to there, and that's much wider. I find it highly unbelievable that it can do that. But there you go. Royal Mint say what they say. So put some light, or maybe a bit too much. Nice drop earring, 2018. The security features where it should be, and that's not where it should be. So that might not be the tip of the prong. That must be very close indeed. Like the corner I showed you before this. I can't remember which year it was. It was either the 2020 or the 16. You can tell that there is a drop because it's lopsided. This screw feature's lopsided. So the only drop is here. And the point I'm getting to, guys, how does the outer coin know? Right? How does the outer coin know that the inner coin is going to do that to it? If these are both struck at a separate time. Or maybe I've got it wrong. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, there's something pricking in my head now. Yes, there is. I might have to eat my words. It's the inscription on the edge is struck first. Because it comes into that argument with the what way up is right. You know, if you look at the edge, the inscription is one way or the other, different to the obverse side. Cool, blimey. Yeah, I think that is right. This must be struck when the inner coin is mounted into the outer coin. Although I'm thinking about that, and even that seems impossible. There's something suspicious about that. If I accept I'm wrong. The inner blank must be set first without the strike. It must be, because there's no way this could happen. Very interesting indeed. I've never given it much thought, to be honest. I've always just assumed that what I read was right. And that may be right about the inscription, but it still doesn't get us around this. Because if the disc is struck separately, the inner disc, the Queen's head could be anywhere. It could spin round, couldn't it? That's interesting. That's a pondering question. That's a very interesting question. So how does that work? How does that work, indeed? Of course, taking the sail out my wind, wind's out my sail. They can't. They must be, the two coins, blanks, must be put together before the strike. So, I do remember watching something about two the inner coin and the outer coin. I don't think it was this. I think it was the American one. I might have to go back and have a look at that. It's right. That's fallen off, so I can start there now. Yeah, well, I'm not sure about that. I'll have to give that some thought. No doubt YouTube will have a how bimetallic coins are done. But it makes sense that the two must be done on the one strike. It must be. But what doesn't work out is when you get this doubly around the Queen's head, why does it only affect the Queen's head and not the outer coin? And like the technology coins, same principle. The only thing with the technology coins is the inner yes, yes, because the hang on a minute. On the £2 coins, it does affect the outer coin. That's the subtle difference, because we can see it. You get the planchet. Let's see if I've got it. Must be a planchet, this one, because I've kept it. No, it isn't. It's not a planchet. There's no planchet there. Hang on a minute. Let me put a bit of light on it. Ah, there you go. No, it's not. Because it's got the beading, half the beading on the other coin. So, they must be done different, because if that coin was high, you would see beading on both sides. But you don't, do you? I'll tell you why I kept this. Because all of it goes into one blob in the end. That's why I've kept this coin. But look at these lines. There. They're the lines that tell me that the inner coin, you wouldn't see that normally. You wouldn't see that at all. So the inner coin has dropped. And this one has risen. Therefore, you've got the dots. Well, I be. Well, I be. And oh, and this is the Queen's head, by the way, has got a slight doubly. Well, well, well. Incredible. It stinks. It stinks. You want to know how a coin is worth money? Well, I'd be down. Put that back with the... And that's why the pound coin hasn't got beading. They learnt their lesson. They learnt their lesson. Well, I be. and you can't put bead in there because there's too much going on. How clever. So they did learn. I don't know what that happened with. What did I say that was about? What did I say that was about? On what coin that was? Right. Anyway, um, let's jump to the outer edge. Let's take that light off because I can see some ghost reads. I can see them there. If you can't, I can see one. I can see 5 at least. Can you see them? And I can see only 3 there. That one. See plenty there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is debatable. Fact of the matter is you can see some. Doesn't have to be in a correct amount. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On that one. Oh, did I just skip straight past that? Yeah, I think I must have done. So I don't remember that line being for it. Okay, let's just... Yeah, there are. There's 1, 2, 3. Actually, there looks like a... That'd be funny, wouldn't it? It looks like there's a JC stamped in there. Can you see that? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Can you see that C? And that? It looks like it's gone down and around, back and up and round. So it's actually a JG. Maybe it's someone taking a mickey. Oh, there's an M as well, look. There's an M at the bottom. I bet someone's taking a mickey. I wonder if someone's done that of their own accord. I don't know how the heck they would do it. How would they do that? Because he looks dark. Let's see, where's my eyepiece? God, flip it. I tell you, with my eyepiece, I can see those lines, the reeds. I can see the reeds better with my silly little eyepiece. But I can't see that writing. I can't see that writing, but I reckon someone's done that. How they would do it, I don't know. I don't know how you could do it. That would be beyond me. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. That's not drawn writing. That is stamped. Look. There's the J. The G's a lot harder to work out. But that J is like one of the reeds. I think this has got to be done just by coincidence, surely. Surely. No, I don't believe anybody could do that. I don't even know how it could be done. Not even with a Dremel. You'd need exceptionally good eyes. Flipping heck. You'd need good eyes. But it does seem... Yeah, it's a reed, but it's been knocked. The G, I can still see it. Oh no, I'm going cuckoo. No, I'll go cuckoo looking at that all day. Next thing I know, I'll be seeing the USA in there. Or Epstein. Yeah, you can see the reeds there. They're better tilted like that, I think. But it has been beaten around, so it's very bitty. But you just look for the telltale signs. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And how many is there supposed to be? 15, isn't there? 15 reeds to a side. Oh no, can't see nothing there. Wouldn't even dream of seeing something there. And we must be full about term by now. Right, so hang on a minute. What side does the date not appear on? That side, isn't it? Right, let's get that little bit of excitement out of my way. I don't need that this time of the... So, yeah, that's about right. So let's get that in focus. Yeah, it looks about right. Get my eyeglass out of the way. DP's there. That's bad. So that's not right for a start off. Those two leaves of the shamrock. That's okay. You can see crisscrossing there. So it's not a fake. That's well short. That's not right. So that would explain that whatever's wrong this side will go that way. And that's what's happened. So let's work this out. The inner coin has moved. No, the outer coin has moved inwards from right to left, and that's gone from right to left because it should be there, and that's really super large. Talk about learn something new every day and not to take things for granted. Wow. That's why they filled the coin up with pattern and not beading. They worked out that the beading was wrong. It was a waste of time. How clever. So I wonder if people did get coin sets and that those coins were in them and collectors realised and started complaining. Actually, if you look there, that's where it should be. You see that line going down there? That leak, that's where it should be. Well, well, well. I'll have to put that into YouTube and see what's on there. How by how my telic. Oh, I can't do it. Metallic bimetallic coins are made. I won't do it now because I'm due. It's 30 minutes in and I've got nowhere with you. Haven't even finished one coin yet. Oh, I better do some. Right, yeah, let's do some quickly. I can't see the year. It's a 20 and a 1, so it's it's either 6, 7, 8 or 9. Alright, okay, let's turn it over. Oh, excuse me. It's an 18. There's an interesting coin. Oh, no, we've done this then, haven't we? Yeah, we must have done. Jeez, I don't want to be doing another coin over twice. Flipping heck. Doing my head. Oh, look, there you go, look. Big gap, small gap. See that? Big gap, small gap. Now, this really is a good coin. Look how far that has dropped down. That's the tip of the prong. That's really dropped down. That means that the trunk must be up on a planchet. Look at the double rim, and that's not done by edge knock. That is a double rim. We go into the sort of size rim that you would expect. Look how far that 2018 is away now. Come on. Yeah. Let's take. Yes, you can. You can see it. You can see it on this one. There. You follow. If you follow that line around, this crosses it. I've hit onto something here. Look, because it's a doubly again. Oh, what? Cool. Talk about learn something at the very late stage when you was going to chuck it in. Well, I be. There's the pound. Can you see the pound denomination? It's going to fall out my head. There it goes. I have not got... I need a jig for this. Can you see the pound? Right. The pound is there and down. See it? Now let's get that pound symbol up. There. But I need to swap hands. Okay. So it goes around, across in the middle, and there. It's called a... Oh, blimey. I thought I must keep that in my memory, what it's called. It's not an ampersand, because the ampersand's an and. Oh, guys. Yeah, there it is. So why is it? That's it. See there? Around, in the middle, back out and down. Get that ingrained into your head, and then when you're doing this, you'll know. But that has planchetted. See it? Look at the inner coin, which is there, and then look at that. So the two coins are struck together. Oh, look. Look, 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 look. Oh, beautiful. Couldn't come at a better time. Look at that. And it's doubled there. That's what those lines are. They're not what I think they were. That's a double of that. Oh, wow. And look at that crap. Now it's put me back into my original fault. Raw mince crap. It stinks. Yeah, that is slightly down. Let's have a look. They're a lot better on the Shamrock. That should just need to be a little bit more up. It should be the same size, but doesn't have to be the same curvature sort of thing, you know, because this is a smaller thing than that. So one's obviously going to be bigger than the other, which gives it a bit of a false illusion. That's perfect. You can see the crisscrosses. You see this one is pretty good. You can see 3. That 1, 2, and 3. The leak. No, something's wrong there. Something's wrong with the leak. That shouldn't be as bold as that, and that's small. And look again. You've got this line. These lines down here. Same principles as what happened last time. There's something I'm missing with this rose, and I can't think what it is. This cannot escape. If all the rest of it is moving around, this must be as well. Somewhere over the rainbow. Do. God, after all this, I'm only just learning this now. Right, so we've done that, we've learnt that. This was the one with the... No, it wasn't. Yeah, we must have been. It must have been that one. Yeah, sure. Right. Let's get rid of that. Another one. Huh? Another one. Is someone trying to tell me something? That's 3 coins on the trot with exactly the same thing. Is this 2018? 2016. Look at that. How disgraceful that is. Look. You see that silver? Sorry, that was me burping. It wasn't one of those. Um, Look how that goes. It goes off at a tangent there. Now, look. Oh, you can't see it. Right. Look how far away the D is from the inner coin. Now look how close the 2 is. And as I move it round, look how close that date gets to the edge. And look at that Elizabeth. How close to the edge that is. These coins must be struck together. They must be. There's no other way this could happen. And I know that's only a small tiny piece, as well as the prong at the top of the crown, that you can tell that that is evident. I wish I knew some. I wish I knew someone who had one of those um, telescope, not telescope, not a stethoscope. What's the other scope? Yeah, a microscope, isn't it? But you need one that can take pictures. Can you see the pound sign at least? Can you see that? I'm not even touching it. I can see it. It goes there, up, in the middle, and around. Let's see if I can get the pound to come up without even mixing it around. No, no, the pound won't come up. Oh, did I see? No, I didn't. But that is really suspicious. Really suspicious. God, you know what? I could look at these coins now in a completely different way. And what a job you would have describing that on eBay. And there you go, look. The lettering goes out. Goes from that close. Now right out. I reckon they've worked out one thing and then created a problem the other. Because look at this rim. Look at this rim. And then see, it goes into a double down here. Hang on, where's my pet? There, it goes into a double there. You watch. Hang on, let me get my fingers out of the way on that one. You watch what happens. See it happening? Who who would have a a microscope that can take pictures? It would be a lab, wouldn't it? I suppose you've got to be a science lab. Look at that, how that Elizabeth gets so close to the inner coin. She's wept. And there it goes. It goes off, and then the rim returns to normal. And now something's telling me all that time I've been going on about double and treble rims, that all has a sense of truth. I made it up in my own terminology, but I don't know how you would do it as a coin, not a professor of coins, but of someone who knows what they're talking about. And look how far away that is, that writing. And then, close that is. Oh, jeez, guys. Oh, that one's a bit better. That shamrock's a bit better. That's more like it. That's what a shamrock should look like. It's exactly what it should look like. That's exactly, and it's not too bad. Crisscross. That's where it should be, I reckon. That's a bit small. There's got to be something I'm missing about this rose. I know that bit's different. I know that is different, but it's hard to say whether that's right or wrong. There's like little, it's like a ring of little dots. Pardon me. One, that's my burger going down. Just tasted that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, I think. I'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, let's do the ghost. I can see them there without even doing that. I saw them without even doing that. They're there. See them? Whoa, that's a bad knock there. Bet that hurt. Makes you wonder what these things hit. It really does. Yeah, there's them there, they're there. Not the best ones, gotta say, but they are there. They're there. Look, see them? Some of them are spaced a bit differently, which makes it look a bit odd. And I think you're seeing not the actual high relief. You're actually seeing in these lines. You're seeing the low relief. It's apparent that light's got to be spot on. There you go again. Even though that's highly damaged, look, you can see them. And I know they're on the 20p pieces as well. So I'm not wrong. I'll probably get a knock on the door in a minute. Someone taking me off the old bill. Some of the things I've said today and yesterday. I'm glad they didn't see me talking with the post. Oh, yeah, there's that knock, so we're back to the beginning. I'm glad they don't go and ask the postmistress what I was telling her. Right, so we're on the outside edge. No, can't see anything on that one. Oh, I could then. Let's just do that again. Yeah, they're there. Don't know about that one. Oh, look at that knock. Oh, look. That looks like a shuttlecock. Look at that. Or an asteroid. I'm making it up as I go along. Yeah. Flip it. Oh, yeah, look, you can see the lines, though. You can see the lines. Yeah, you can see them there, but they're not as good. You got to be kidding me. There's a T. T. Crossbar. Down bar. And that's just an edge knock, really, honestly. I'm just making it up as I go. Oh, blimey. Yeah, there's some there. But they've looked like they've been into that's so big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're so big though. No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. What I'll do is I'll just spin these round. Oh, that's back to the shuttlecock again. I have no idea what could cause that. See the lines? The lines there are thinner. 1 and 2. This lot is 1, 2, 3. There's a chunk out of that. It looks like that chunk has gone whoosh, straight up. Well, I'll tell you guys, there's something you learn every day. Right, that goes over there. No, it doesn't. That goes here, and we've got to do this. Yeah, this is slightly off. Maybe. That's okay. And there you go, there's the 3 there. That's not. And that's 2, that's big. See, so that's wrong. Even though it looks right, it's wrong. Unless that is true. But I thought that went along. I thought this went this way a bit. That's about right. That there. What's the Oh yeah, this is a bit close to the other coin. That's a bit too close. So that's why the leak is out. I'm just trying to compare that bit with this. And I suppose that's the wrong thing to do, really. It's this bit. If that's right, that must be right. You see, there, look, 1, 2, oh sorry, I didn't move. 1, 2, 3. That looks like the 5th, 6th. 1, 2, 3. Let me turn that light off, see if we can. Oh, yeah, okay, that's a bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it's 6. just trying to see if I can get that light to pick them up a bit better. Let's keep in mind there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's hard, isn't it? But it's got to be something significant. I know there's a lot going on with it, and I know it's something to do with these. But that is wrong. That's too close to the edge. That. Right, let's have a look. What year? 2017. Let's go for the... Oh, see, now you've got the planchet. See the planchet now? There. That's the top prong, where it's gone on to the other side. So the bottom bit, the trunk of the trunk of the neck must be up. So it's away from the outer coin. Voila. There you go. And look at that for a double. Look at that for a double. But there you go. See? That's nowhere near. And if you look, surprisingly, that security block is right on the limit. If it went any further, it would be on the silver coin. Look at that double neck. Flipping. All these coins, near enough all of them have been double necked. Elizabeth, it's not too strong. See close, and now as we go round, it's moving away. Well, oh, look at that double flipping rim. Shit, swept. John, look at it. Oh well, guys, I hope someone takes over from me on YouTube and takes this up. I logged on. No, it wasn't. I logged on. I'll tell a lie. It was when I went to make the video prior to this. It came up with a big orange bar. Your channel is at risk of being whatever. I thought, you got to be joking. Who the heck would want to get into my channel? I'd like to see the job they make of it. That is phenomenal. That really is phenomenal. God, you know what? I might just try this one on eBay. Look at that JC. Look at the JC. It's gone. It's that far up. The JC's gone into the neck. Oh no. Oh, I'm going to have nightmares tonight. I'm going to have nightmares. I can't, but the J's okay, sort of, but the C's definitely gone up. And I think I can see the C, the top of the C there. That bit there. It sort of certainly makes... Oh, guys, I'm going to have to log off because it's 59 minutes now. So it'll go into another session. I don't want that. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, come on.